Israel's war with Benjamin. So, what the Levite had intended, if you remember, his concubine was terribly abused, murdered. And even though that is what happened to her, it seems like the Levite is not really owning his play in it. And the way he treats her is an outrage. And what we're going to see is that the rest of Israel is identifying the outrage. So there's still a moral compass, if you will, for Israel. But they have degraded themselves so much so that the Levite is behaving in this way, and that Benjamin, one of the tribes of Israel, has done what they did. They abused this woman and then murdered this woman. So then we see that after the Levite cut up the his concubine into 12 sections and sent it all throughout Israel. Again, a gruesome way, disrespectful way to her and to her body. But he wanted to get everybody's attention, and it did exactly what the Levite wanted. Then all the people of Israel came out from Dan to Beersheba, that's north to south, including the land of Gilead, and the congregation assembled as one man to the Lord at Mizpah. So they are gathered together, they are unified, and they are making a plan to pay Benjamin for what they have done. So they gathered together and they asked the Levite, "Tell us, how did this happen?" And the Levite, the husband of the woman who was murdered. So obviously that's a sin to avoid. And we also need to remember that Christ tells us that even if we think in our heart hatred towards somebody, then that is a murder in the heart. We have committed murder in our heart. It's a question of degree. It's those little seeds could eventually be turn into murder in actually killing somebody. So God's standards are way higher than our standards. And then finally, there is a proclamation of the horrendous action that has happened. Everybody, or at least the author of Judges, is saying that the lady was murdered. And they answered and said, "I came to Gibeah that belongs to Benjamin." So he's explaining what happened. "I came here to stay. Me and my concubine and the leaders rose up against me. They meant to kill me, but they violated my concubine, and she is dead." And then he explains how he cut her in pieces and then sent her throughout all the land of Egypt. And all the people arose as one man, saying, so they are outraged. And they're saying, "None of us will go to his tent. None of us will return to his house. But now this is what we will do to Gibeah. We will go up against it by lot." And they come up with this particular way that they're going to provide for the soldiers. But they are resolute on this, that they are going to repay Gibeah of Benjamin for all the outrage that they have committed in Israel. And this is an attitude for us to adopt. We should call evil what it is. We should call sin what it is. And it is right and just for justice to be met out. It is right and just for people that have disobeyed and have hurt people to suffer the consequences. Now, the way the Israelites are going to go about this is interesting, and it's actually going to be wrong. But that is for our next reading. But I hope that's been a help to you. I hope that's been a blessing to you, and I'll see you in the next video.